Okay, good morning, everybody. So, hopefully, we should have learned today in class that the big number is the base and the little number up here is the exponent. The exponent tells you how many of the base are going to show up. So, 2 to the third power, like right in here, is just 2 times 2 times 2. 2 to the first power is 2. 2 to the second power equals 2 times 2. And we can go back and forth. We also learned raised to the power of 3. Nobody says that. Nobody says that. We say this 2 to the third power. And we're going to get into cubed versus squared. But we should have also recognized that if you have like 2 to the first times 2 to the second, when you have common bases, then the exponents add. And so that equals 2 to the third power. We're going to see that makes some problems a little bit easier here coming up. So like in this one here, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, okay, well that's 12. But 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, if I did it straight, like 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81, I know that. But it's a lot easier to do it 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So, because I'm going to get 9 times 9, which is much easier than 27 times 3, I would think. So 81, 4 to the third power, or 4 times 3 is 12, and 3 to the fourth power again is 81. And so we go on to this next one. And this one really got to me because I couldn't write fractions to the exponent. So I think I figured out a way. 2 to the fourth power is just, I hit 2 and then click on this, AB 4. Over here, 4 times 4 times 4. Shift 8 on your keyboard. 5 to the fifth is just 1. So I was able to do 1/2, no problem. But then if I had to move my cursor out here and hit Shift 0. I moved it back over here and Shift 9. Then I moved back over here, and then finally I hit exponent 5. And that's way different. So like 1 to the 1/2 to the fifth power is not the same as 1/2 to the fifth power. Now you're thinking, oh, if you're listening to this anyways, because here the 5 is getting attached to the 1. And so 1 to the fifth power is just 1, and the 2 doesn't have an exponent. That's just 1/2, which is not the same as 1/2 to the fifth power, because that would be 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2, which is 1/32. They're totally different things. And then 1/3, again, I had trouble writing this, but it was 1/3, and then I put my cursor right here. I hit Shift 8, 1/3, oh, nope, 1/3, put my cursor right there, Shift 8, oops, and then 1/3. There we go. And I hope I get all these right. Oh, wait, I missed one. And so 1/3. Hopefully that works. Okay, 8 squared is 8 times 8, which equals 64. So that's definitely not it. The next one, 2 to the fourth power, is the same as 2 to the second power times 2 to the second power, which is 4 times 4, which equals 16. That is definitely it. Now, 2 to the eighth power is like 2 to the fourth power times 2 to the fourth power, which is 16 times 16, or 256. 4 squared is just 4 times 4, which we already did. And then 16 to the first power is just 16. So all of those three equal 16. Two expressions that have the same power. Well, 6 plus 6, same value. 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 8. Really? There we go. Not letting me write. Whereas 6 to the third power, wow. 6 times 6 is 36. Times 6 is what? Like big. 200. 36 times 6. I get a 6, carry the 3, 18, 21, 216. Definitely not. Oh, well, we're not done yet. 3 to the 6th is the same as 3 squared times 3 squared times 3 squared. 9 times 9 is 81 times 9 is, so 81 times 9 is 729. Okay, and oh my gosh, the two easiest ones, 3 times 6 is also 18. Next, come on. Next. Next. There we go. I'm probably now 15 problems in. I skipped a few. Here we go. 3 to the third power. That's how we would say it. 3 to the third is just, I hit 3, the AB button 3. The value of that, 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. 5 to the second power, 5 AB 2. 5 times 5 is 25. 2 to the power of 5 is 2. That button 5. We've seen that a couple times, is 32. 3 to the second power, 3 AB 2 is 3 times 3 is 9. Ooh, okay. A value of a that makes both these true. Originally I was thinking, oh, well, like 1 to the second power, does that equal 2 to the 1 power? No. 1 to the second power is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. And 2 to the first power is 2, so that's not true. And so then I'm like, okay, well, 2 to the second power does equal 2 to the second power. I get 4 equals 4. I'm like, yes, this is going to totally work. And then 2 to the fourth power is 4 times 4, which is 16. And 4 to the second power is also 16. And so 2 should work. And then I thought about it further and was like, well, doesn't 4 also work? 4 squared is 16. 2 to the fourth is 16. I don't know why I keep putting a division, but that's not a fraction. And then 4 to the fourth equals 4 to the fourth. I mean, 256 equals 256. So I think there might be two answers. 2 to the second power is 4. 2 to the second power is 4. 2 to the fourth power is the same. So I think 2 works. I get that 4 equals 4 and 16 equals 16. But if that doesn't give me credit, I'm going to come back and put a 4 on that one. Here we go. Okay, I've got a minus 2.01 equals 5.5. I'm going to put an extra 0 there. I'm going to add 2.01 to both sides. And I get 7.51. Next, okay, b plus 2.01 equals 550. Again, I put a placeholder 0. I'm going to subtract 201. Subtract 201. I get that that's $3.49. So b equals 3.49. Submit. If 10c equals that, then 1c is just going to be 1.371. I just divide both sides by 10, I guess. Here we go. Okay. This is on the quiz. We do like that. So the product is going to be 4 parenthesis m plus 3 end parenthesis, or 4 times n is 4m, 4 times 3 is 12. It would be the same as 4m plus 12. Okay, let's see how I did. Yay, it gave me credit for that too. But again, 4 should also work. 4 should also work. But if you have any questions, please ask in class tomorrow. If not, I'll see you in the next video.